So, my greenhouse isn't working out too well at the moment. Number one, I don't have a water source handy, so I can't water the plants. So this is pretty much pointless if I can't keep them watered. I'll have to get a big container of water, like a big, like one of those big plastic trash cans or something with a lid, and then get a long hose to fill it with water every little bit when it needs it. That way I can get some plants going, because right now my citronellas are dying. I really just want to keep that onion. There's an onion back in there that's still alive. I want to keep that one going. I don't much care about the others, I guess. So it's not going to be a greenhouse really until I get a water source. I also need to get a container. I used to have like a big old plastic trash bin, and every winter I would dump all my pots, these little pots that you buy that have things in them. I would dump them all back into that big plastic trash bin, and I would throw in leaf clippings and whatever, and it'd be kind of like compost. Threw some worms in there, and then every spring I would use that to put in my garden or to plant more plants into planters. It worked very well. See, now we have this pine chip, whatever you call it, cedar chip stuff that we use in the with the chickens, and that would go great into one of those containers. So, need to do that. Meanwhile, this is just a place for the littles, although they're not as little as they were. They're much bigger. Look at that one. That one's pretty big. We don't really know what kind of chickens these other four are. One of them we think is like a bantam, because it's got furry feet. That one there has furry feet. Is that the one? Or is that the one? Nope, that's not the one. Yeah, that one. So we're not sure about that one either. I was wondering if this one was a meat chicken, but now that I look at it, it's not pure white. So I'm less inclined to think it is. What do they call those? Heavy, I don't know what they call them. But anywho, they're all getting to be pretty big. So this little box that James made is getting too small. Although I think you can just flip it on its side and have more room for a while. I'm going to tell him to do that. Because they're getting pretty crowded in there at night. They're so fluffy. Not easy for me to grab chickens, since I'm a little off in terms of balance sometimes. Oh, what you got? What you got, Chicky? So again, this is going to be a greenhouse if I can get the water situation sorted. Right now we just pulled in my plants, but like I said, and since we don't have a water source handy, those plants are probably gonna bite the dust. It's kind of chilly outside. I was in the aviary just now, and that's much chillier because it doesn't have the plastic like this does. Anyway, this has been a good place for the silkies, since they're not able to keep as warm, or so I hear.